first look at golf superstar Tiger Woods tonight after he was arrested for allegedly driving under the influence in Florida and causing a crash. He just bailed out of jail minutes ago, and we have the video. CBS LA's Gio Insignaris has been monitoring the story all night. Gio.
Well, Rita Bay, we were talking just in the last hour that we should be expecting this any moment now. We're going to be able to show that to you just here. Those new pictures and video coming into our newsroom of Tiger Woods being driven away from Martin County Jail in Stuart, Florida. This is following his arrest for DUI. He spent about 8 hours in jail. Now, the crash happened just before 2 o'clock this afternoon Eastern time, just a few miles from Woods' home on Jupiter Island. And considering this isn't Woods' first brush with the law, what happens next is going to get a lot of attention. New tonight, a look at Tiger Woods' mugshot following the aftermath of a car crash in Jupiter Island. Video from the scene showing Tiger Woods' black SUV on its side. Police say the 50-year-old golf legend was speeding when he tried to overtake a pickup truck towing a pressure-cleaning trailer. His Land Rover clipped the truck and rolled over. Woods then crawled out through the passenger door.
Initially, right off the top, it did appear that the driver of the Land Rover might be impaired.
According to the sheriff, Woods and the other driver involved in the crash were not hurt. But investigators on scene believed Woods was impaired by some type of medication or drug.
Mr. Woods did a breathalyzer test, blew triple zeros, but when it came time for us to ask for a urinalysis test, he refused.
Authorities went on to say Woods was charged with DUI, property damage, and refusal to submit to a lawful test. And without that urine test, criminal attorney Shapiro believes the refusal could come back to hurt Woods.
It's construed as consciousness of guilt. The fact that someone is not submitting to a chemical test, it shows like they're trying to hide something from law enforcement.
This is not Woods' first run-in with the law. In 2017, Florida police found him asleep at the wheel.
Do you remember being asleep in the car? You don't?
Leading to a DUI arrest and eventual guilty plea to reckless driving. And in 2009, Woods crashed into a fire hydrant and a tree near his home in Florida. He was cited for careless driving, but the accident eventually led to an infidelity scandal, a loss in sponsorships, and a divorce a year later. In February of 2021, his closest brush with death when he rolled an SUV in Rancho Palos Verdes, leaving him trapped and seriously injured. Doctors almost had to remove his leg. Police say he was doing 90 in a 45-mile-per-hour zone. The news today even getting the president to weigh in after arriving in Miami.
Very close friend of mine. He's an amazing person, amazing man, but some difficulty.
Meanwhile, legal experts say the next few weeks will determine what happens next and potentially what, if any, punishment the legendary golfer will face.
The future of this case will hinge on those toxicology results. And depending on what they show will dictate what methods Woods and everyone else will be taking in this.
And Woods is still rehabbing from his 7th back surgery and a ruptured Achilles. He was non-committal about potentially playing in the Masters coming up in a couple of weeks before President Trump announced before the crash that Tiger will not be playing. Rita Bay, of course, it'll take a few weeks before we get those toxicology reports and see what happens next.